Hello everyone, my name is Felis Barat and I am an undergraduate student from the Bachelor of Management program at the Faculty of Economics and Business, Universitas Sumatera Utara. So in this video, I would like to share my experience joining the MBKM, MBKM program, specifically in the theme of student exchange to Universiti Kebangsaan Malaysia in Bangi, Selangor. So during this exchange, I studied at the Faculty of Social Sciences and Humanities, also known as FSSK at UKM, and I took 5 courses, which is Introduction to Psychology, Introduction to Social Psychology, and also Personality, Human Behavior and Social Environment, and also Language and Motion. And in this video, I will explain the activities I joined and how they relate to my major in management and the benefits that I gained and also the challenges that I face and some suggestions for the MBKM program and for the management curriculum at my home university. And I hope this sharing can be useful for my faculty, for the MBKM administrators, and also for other students who are interested in joining similar programs in the future. Firstly, I will talk about the activities that I did during the MBKM program as an exchange student at UKM. From the academic side, I was officially registered at the courses that I've mentioned before, and these classes were conducted mostly in English, and also the learning process combined lectures, group projects, essays, class presentations, and quizzes. In Introduction to Psychology, I learned about the basic concepts of psychology such as perception, learning, memory, motivation, emotion, development, and individual differences. In social psychology, in Introduction to Social Psychology, the focus was on how people think, how people feel, how people behave in social contexts. Topics like social influence, attitudes, stereotypes, prejudice, group processes, and interpersonal relationships. And the personality course helped me understand different personality theories and personality traits and how personality affects people's behavior and also decisions making and also interactions. And the other one, human behavior and social environment, explored how individuals and groups are shaped by their environment, such as like family, community, culture, and social structures. Meanwhile, in language in motion, the fifth one, look at how language works in real life and how it is used in communication, and also how it relates to identity, culture, and also power. And most of the courses require me to do readings before class. Actually, it's not a must because the class are very helpful to me for understand. However, I think it will be beneficial if you read before the class, like read some topics related. But I think if we thought, it's still fine because the lectures are pretty good at the explanation. And also I have to complete in overall I have to continue the writing assignments like essay, reflections, and sometimes works in the groups for projects and presentations. And also I had to take a quiz for the social psychology so far, as that assess my understanding of the materials. And besides formal classes, I participated in several non-academic non-academic and co-curricular activities. And one of the main events I joined was the SNR Festival, which took place over several days. And the festival brought together students from different Asian countries and showcased various art and culture performances. And so through this event, I could see how culture is expressed through music, through dance, through visual arts, and through performances. And I could interact with many students from different backgrounds. And also I joined a program called Magnet to Malacca, a trip, which basically a trip to state of Malacca. I learned about many different culture from across countries. Like there were a lot of universities that introduced different countries. UKM was introducing my university was introducing like from Japanese culture, and so it helps me connect classroom theories about society and cultures, what I saw in real life. And also I joined the KL trip, one day trip to Kuala Lumpur, and this gave me a chance to experience the capital city and see how urban life in Malaysia and also observe business areas, tour this not necessarily business area, but I can see like the surroundings, like there are a lot of places. I'm uh yeah, I think we visit, as I remember, we visited a museum, not a museum, yeah, a museum in a bank. And also uh we were strolling around the Kelly. And also another important part of my experience was volunteering as a crew member in a sports called Sukan. Yeah. I was assigned to the tabling team for a badminton competition. So my responsibilities include recording scores, coordinating with other committee members, and helping to ensure the smooth flow of matches. And even though it was just one day, the activity was quite intense and required focus, teamwork, and also clear communications. And although altogether, my activities during MBKM were a combination of structured academic learning in classroom and rich experiential learning through festivals, trips, and volunteer work. And talking about relevance, at first glance, my course at UKM might look more like psychology and social sciences rather than pure business and management. However, management is actually very closely connected to human behavior, social interaction, and cultural context. As a future manager or professional in the business world, I will work with people, right? I will also lead teams and communicate with different stakeholders and make decisions that affect others. So, like introduction to psychology and social psychology helped me understand how people think, how people behave, and how people feel, both as individuals and as member groups. So this is extremely relevant for management, especially in areas such as organizational behavior, leadership, teamwork, consumer behavior, and human resource management. And understanding concepts like motivation, perception, attitude change, conformity, group dynamics, and social influence will help me like in managing employees, dealing with customers, and working in teams. And also like personality is also directly related to management. In a company, for example, like people have different personality traits, different ways of working, and different preferences. And so learning about personality theories and trust model help me understand why people are most suited to certain roles, how conflict can arise due to personality differences, and also how a manager can adapt their leadership style to different team members. So the course, it's very beneficial for me. And like for human behavior and social environments, the other course connects individual behavior to the broader social context. Like for management, this is very important because businesses do not operate in a vacuum. Organizations are influenced by their environment, like community, culture, economic condition, social norms. So by learning all of these, I can better understand how external factors can shape people's behavior at work, and how organizations can be more socially responsible, and how to design policies and strategies that are sensitive to social conditions. And also the other one, language in motion might sound less related to management, but in reality, language is the heart of communication, the heart of branding, the heart of negotiation, and the heart of leadership. So I learned how language reflects identity, power, and hierarchy can appear in language use, and how communication can include or exclude maybe certain groups. Yeah, for management students, this is very useful in understanding business communication, marketing messages, and also intercultural communication. And from the non-academic side, like ASEAN Art Festival, Magnet Malacca, and Culture, I can see help me to see like diversity and culture in action. So even though the labor of my courses was psychology and social sciences, and maybe like also linguistic, social work, yeah, for the human behavior and social environment, the knowledge and skills that I gain are actually very relevant and complementary to my study as a management student. And let's talk about benefit. My improvement was my communication skills, like study in different country, as an international in an international and multicultural environment, forced me to communicate more actively in English, of course, right? And also adjust the local ways of speaking. I had to present in class, participate in discussions, and work with people from different backgrounds. So I became more confident in expressing my ideas, asking questions, and responding to others, both in academic and casual situations. And I more understand of psychology, social behavior, and culture deeply and way more structured. And also, I gained valuable exposure to different cultures and ways of life. Like living in here introduced me to a diverse community. And my network also has expanded. I met new friends, lecturers, and staff members. Maybe in the future can be a collaborators, colleagues, or maybe simply good friends for me. or best friend. And my independence and adaptability also increased because I had to manage I have to manage my money, time, and also my emotions like my energy, etc. So overall, the program gave me academic knowledge, practical skills, culture exposure, personal growth, and a wider network, which are very beneficial for my development as a management student, as maybe as a young professional, I think. And that was the benefit, and the challenges were more like the culture adjustment. Maybe even though like Malaysia and Indonesia has similarities, but how to address emotions, because in here people are very multicultural in my perception. Like there are a lot of Chinese, Japanese maybe some, but there are a lot of Chinese and also Melayu people. So I have to adjust my culture, and sometimes I had to be careful with certain jokes and expressions to avoid misunderstandings. But I am very happy to share and to interact with them. And academically, I think it's pretty fine, even though like it's way more challenging, but I'm very into it because this is also my favorite majors, my favorite courses that I've taken. Language, I think, is not really a huge barrier because also like I studied IELTS. I've taken an IELTS test before, so I think it's not really a problem. Just sometimes, very sometimes. Um, Not really overwhelmed for me these challenges, but I by facing these kind of challenges, I became more mature, disciplined, and flexible in responding to new situations. And for my suggestion to MBKM, I think it's pretty okay, but maybe just keep maintaining and expanding the partnership with high quality universities like UKM, and the opportunity to study in a strong academic environment abroad with diverse peers is one of the most valuable aspects of MBKM, I think, and I hope more students can experience this in the future. And my suggestion for the Bachelor of Management curriculum, um, I think maybe the curriculum can include more international and intercultural elements, like case studies that involve international companies, cross-cultural management, or a center that requires students to analyze cultural differences in business practice. But I think this already was introduced in my class before, but I think maybe just keep getting it more so we can see a broader context generally. And yeah, my documentation, by the way, this one, if you can see. Not really can see because of like it's pretty. Yeah, this the picture I took during in FSSK, and I'm very happy to be here. And so, by the way, so I'd like to say that joining the MBKM program in UKM is a very meaningful experiences, and I'm very grateful to UKM to help me, and also especially USU and also FEB. My lecturers, Pak Arif Lubis and Bu Haira, are very helping for me, like to be able to join in this program. I really appreciate it because I'm very happy to be here that I can gain experience that are very meaningful for me, and I think this is the best time that I've ever had in my life. So I'm very grateful for having this kind of situation, and also like I'm very grateful to meet the people are very nice in here, especially the lecturers, also the administrators, and also the friends that I met here. So for students who are considering joining the MBKM or similar programs, I strongly encourage you to take the opportunity. It might be challenging, but the experience of growth you gain, I think, will be worth it for you. But maybe it depends. So okay, thank you for watching my video. If you have any question or would like to know about my experience, just contact me. And see you in the next opportunity, and good luck with your own academic and personal journey. I'm Felix Nicolas Tabarat. Bye bye.